See guys carefully. I'll go to file, new project. So here, till now I have seen console application. Now we'll see Windows Form app. Windows Form application. To create the desktop applications, we use this Windows Form application. And here I'm going to use C# only. Okay. So now I click on next. So same path, let it be. Click on next. So I'm using that framework 7. Let it be. Click on create. It is going to create the project for us. This is our Windows form. So now there is a view toolbox. Okay. So file, view menu is there. There you could able to see there is a toolbox. So in this toolbox, if you expand this command controls, we could able to see the buttons, labels, all those things. Now what I'll do, I'll create one label. So for this label, I want to name it. How to name? Right here, go to properties. So name, and give like a first name. Okay. So for this name, I need a text box to enter the value. So here, if you see, there is a text box. Just drag and drop here. You could able to see the text box got created. So what is the name of the text box? If you see, go to properties. Name by default, it will give like a text box 1. If I want to change this name, you can give text for text box. Prefix, some prefix will give for our identification. First name. Similarly, I'll take one more label. Name, last name. Sorry, not name, text. Name is property value. There should not be spaces and all. Where is text? Here, very good. Last name. For this, we need one more text box. So for this name, I will change it to, again, it can make it text box 1. We will change it to txt last name. Like this. Now, after changing like this, what I do, I am going to add one button here. So button, I'll give the name like. So where is button? Name property. BTN. Save or submit. Okay. So in the text button 1, it is coming like this. So what is text? Let's change it to some submit like this. So if I want to add some background color for my button, see here, background color. If you want to add an image, background image. Okay, so now what I do, I'll give some like this. Okay, and font. If I want to change font or for color, it's coming like a black now. I want to change it. So what I change? I change like this, and I want this as bold. To make it true, it's come like a bold. Understood, guys? This is how we will create. Now I need one more button. Now begin. Okay, now for color, you want let it be black, and background color. So reset usually will give like this kind of colors. So that's it. Our button is done now. Now save this, build the solution. So can anybody tell me what happened during build? Data will be saved apart from that? No. So during build time, so once it's successfully compiled, it will create a uh, no. What I'm expecting here, there will be bin debug folder. We could able to see one exe will generate successfully, one DLL will generate successfully, right? So now for client, we won't give the entire application, right? We'll just give this to the client. He won't see the code what's happening. Once he enter, you could able to see that form. That's it, like this. Okay, but he can't open and see what we have implemented. Understood, guys? Now let me. Now I'll create an event. To create an event, click this button. If you see, there are events. See, click event, mouse capture change, mouse click. There are many events which are the keyboard. Okay, key down, key press, key up, preview, key down, mouse enter, mouse over, mouse leave, mouse up, mouse move. Okay. So what I'll do now, I'll just create a click event. Either you double click here or you double click here. It will generate the event for you. Double click. See, event came now. Came similarly like what we discussed. BTN circuit, click object sender, which is a publisher, which will publish the value. Event arc C, which is a subscriber. Now I click a debugger here, right? Now I want to read the values. String first string equals console dot read line, right? In console application. Here, how you do txt. What is your first name? First name dot text, like this. Okay. So no need to give console now. You can directly have the text box. You can directly give it here. String last name equals txt last name dot text.
What is the given background name?
Console. We don't have console under here, right? Okay. F name plus L name. If you want space in between, give the space, right? So now console dot write line. Sorry, console dot write line. We won't get anything, right? Right. So here what we do, message box dot show. Okay. Now I click on submit. What will happen? So txt first name, it will give me the AB infotech. So now the full name is AB infotech. So which will display a message box like this. Full name is AB infotech. Understood? Yes. Any doubts?
Can we put on reset?
Reset still wouldn't implemented. Okay. So nothing will happen. Okay. Now let's implement that event also. So either you can double click here or F4 here. If you double click, it will create an event. We can reset. This is nothing. We just need to clear the text box values. When you click on reset text box, the text equals to string empty. That's it. Now let's run this. And you can reset. It should clear. That's it.